A bad habit is a repeated action that negatively impacts something in your life, and like all habits, it can be quite difficult to break them once they're formed. Habits are formed early in life, and most are helpful and necessary for healthy living. After all, life would be difficult if we had to actually think through how to eat or dress every time we did it. What we're going to be focusing on here are the harmful habits and even the otherwise harmless but irritating ones that we would like to change. But before we begin, we need to do 3 primary things. First, we must admit to ourselves we need to make a change and actually stop the habits. This is the easiest part of the change, but also the most difficult aspect to maintain. Secondly, and more importantly for long-term change, we need to change our way of thinking. Our beliefs about the habit we have must be looked at objectively, and we should really be determined to break that habit. And the last thing that we need to be prepared about is that new behaviors are designed to replace the old ones, meaning that you have to have something in mind before you begin breaking the habit. Number 1. The first habit that you need to get rid of is perfectionism. Perfectionism is the type of behavior that will silently poison the person. It runs around with its partner in crime, denial, most of the time. Perfectionism shows up in self-defeating patterns of thought and unhealthy actions that, unless one is willing to self-diagnose and claim ownership for its train wreck effects, will continue to do its damage. A perfectionist sets goals and standards that are too unrealistic to maintain, which means that they're always disappointed in themselves. They cannot handle failure and are mostly only interested in results. This habit can make you go insane because you are constantly putting pressure on yourself to be the best while building envy towards other people if they're doing well, which can be very toxic. So if you find yourself comparing your life to other people, you might have picked up this habit. Number 2. The next habit that is very damaging to our mental health is bad posture. Experts say that sitting straight can help reduce anxiety and depression because it makes your brain stay active and, in general, does wonders for your physical health. Meanwhile, when you slouch and walk with a bent posture, it not only gives an impression to other people that you lack confidence, but also can give you long-term health problems. We challenge you to sit straight until the end of this video. You think you can do that? Let us know in the comment section below. Number 3. The next habit is feeling guilty all the time. A guilt complex can have a serious impact on a person's overall well-being. Over time, people may begin to develop a sense of inadequacy that makes it difficult for them to pursue their goals. They might feel that they don't deserve to move on and may engage in behaviors that are designed to punish themselves for their mistakes. Feelings of shame are another common consequence of a guilt complex. As a result of the shame, people may isolate themselves from others. This can have a devastating impact on relationships and make it difficult to find strong social support. Everyone should try to live a guilt-free life and let bygones be bygones. It will not only leave a positive impact on your health, but will also keep you more active and optimistic all the time. Number 4. The next habit that many people lack in their lives is the habit of working out. People do not understand the gravity of exercise when they're younger, but an unfit lifestyle does have serious effects on your mental health. Exercise improves mental health by reducing anxiety, depression, and negative moods. Exercise also has been found to alleviate symptoms such as low self-esteem and social withdrawal. A lack of physical activity can actually even lead to mental health problems, according to experts. The evidence presented at the British Nutrition Foundation conference showed that not getting enough exercise can cause dementia and depression. An expert in exercise and sports psychology told the conference that it is only recently people have begun to see the link between mental health and exercise, adding that a person's risk of becoming depressed is doubled if they are inactive. So, do you think it's still worth not getting any exercise once in a while? Number 5. Failure is a thing we fear all the time. But did you ever imagine that a failure mindset can wreak havoc on your mental health? Persistent negativity can lead to learned helplessness, which reinforces states of depression and anxiety. Learned helplessness keeps you from taking responsibility for your life and reaching the goals that you want to achieve. It's self-defeating and unproductive. The antidote for learned helplessness is resilience. When you have a failure mindset, you tend to be negative all the time and do not want to see the light at the end of the tunnel. This not only affects your mental health, but also affects your ability to function properly in your life. Many people have this habit in their lives and unknowingly live with it. So if you find yourself having a failure mindset, then you need to change this habit, as it might be making you feel anxious or depressed. Number 6. Social media has been the biggest enemy of man, as it's not only a time-consuming bad distraction, but it can also destroy your mental health. Social media has a reinforcing nature. Using it activates the brain's reward center by releasing dopamine, a feel-good chemical linked to pleasurable activities such as sex, food, and social interaction. The platforms are designed to be addictive and are associated with anxiety, depression, and even physical ailments in some extreme cases. What makes users come back for even more when it can make them feel sick? When the outcome is unpredictable, the behavior is more likely to repeat. Think of a slot machine. If game players knew they were never going to get money by playing the game, then they would never play. The idea of a potential future reward keeps the machine in use. The same goes for social media sites. One does not know how many likes a picture will get, who will like the picture, and when the picture will receive likes. The unknown outcome and the possibility of the desired outcome can keep users engaged with the sites. To boost self-esteem and feel a sense of belonging in their social circles, people post content with the hope of receiving positive feedback. When reviewing other social activity, people tend to make comparisons such as, did I get as many likes as someone else? Or, why didn't this person like my post, but this other person did? They're searching for validation on the internet that serves as a replacement for the meaningful connection they might otherwise make in real life. All of this can be very toxic and can affect your mental health in the worst ways possible. Number 7. Similar to the previous habit, using a smartphone all the time, even when you're not on any social media platform, is also very toxic to your mental health. Using a smartphone is a very rewarding activity. An endless variety of apps, messaging systems, and websites trigger positive feelings. Habitual smartphone use, however, causes you to check your device constantly in fear of missing out. Some mental health professionals worry excess smartphone use can cause a form of addiction, with users compulsively checking for notifications and updates. Compulsive or excessive use of a smartphone could worsen symptoms of depression, anxiety, chronic stress, or even low self-esteem. Number 8. Holding on to regrets is another habit that can make you go insane. The ability to not move on and stay in the past keeps you irritated and depressed all the time. Regret is more than just a feeling. It's a tangible reaction to events or past choices that can increase stress and negatively affect our physical health. Research shows that regret caused by inaction is more likely to result in negative mental and physical health concerns. Regret can increase our stress, negatively affect physical health, and throw off the balance of your hormones and immune system. Regret is not only unpleasant, it is unhealthy to the point where you can have physical symptoms. Number 9. The next habit we are talking about is codependency. Codependency defines a relationship in which one partner has extreme physical or emotional needs, and the other partner spends most of their time responding to those needs. Codependency can result in a difficult spiral in which one partner cares for and enables their loved one's challenges, making it easier for the loved one to keep the same challenging or destructive behaviors. Codependency generally results in a disproportionate amount of work and effort put into the relationship between both partners, which can also result in poor health, low self-esteem, depression, and other mental and physical consequences. Number 10. Now, let's talk about the last and most important habit which can have a huge impact on your mental health: a poor sleep cycle. If you're having problems sleeping, you might be more likely to feel anxious, depressed, suicidal, or be more prone to psychotic episodes. Poor sleep can trigger mania, psychosis, and paranoia, and make existing symptoms even worse. It can also make you feel lonely or isolated. For instance, if you don't have the energy to see people and struggle to concentrate or make plans and decisions, or even feel irritable constantly, you might want to check up on your sleep cycle. This can eventually result in problems with day-to-day life as well. Experts say that 7 to 8 hours of sleep is a must to function properly, and sleeping and waking up at the same time can also have positive effects on your mental health. Bad sleep habits include getting too little sleep or too much sleep, drinking caffeine late in the day, engaging in stressful situations before bedtime, and using electronic devices before bedtime. When it comes to mental health, these habits and patterns of thinking can be your worst enemy. Breaking bad habits takes considerable work and time, but with practice and determination, you can learn new habits that improve your mental health. So, how many habits did you spot in your life that you were secretly following but didn't know? Do you want more videos on what habits might be affecting your mental health? Let us know in the comments area below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Please also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you never miss out on our daily updates. See you in the next one.